Warm greetings to all my dear uncles, aunts, brothers, sisters, and beloved friends of the channel Living Healthy with Vân Vân. Today, I want to share with you a topic that many people still tend to take lightly: obesity. Many think obesity is simply being overweight, looking heavy, or not having a good figure. But in fact, modern medicine recognizes obesity as a chronic disease that silently destroys our health. There are patients who come to me with sadness in their eyes. "Doctor, I thought being fat only made me look bad, but who would have thought it led to diabetes and high blood pressure?" Or another patient said, "I tried to lose weight for so long without success, and only now I realize obesity is actually a disease, not just a matter of eating." So why is obesity so dangerous? How does it affect our health, and what must we do to prevent it? Let's listen together. Obesity. When is it considered a disease? Many people ask, what exactly counts as obesity? Does having a big belly automatically mean being obese? In fact, medicine has a clear measurement: the BMI index, which is body weight divided by the square of height. BMI from 25, 29.9, considered overweight. BMI 30 and above, officially obesity. Another important measure is waist circumference: men, over 90 centimeters. Women, over 80 centimeters. This signals visceral fat buildup, the most dangerous kind, because it surrounds the heart, liver, pancreas, and blood vessels, causing countless diseases. So, obesity is not just about having a big belly or thick arms, but about fat accumulation that disrupts the body's functions. Why is obesity dangerous? Someone once joked, "Obesity is like a warehouse of diseases." Harsh words, but true. Obesity increases the risk of type 2 diabetes, high blood pressure, heart disease, stroke, fatty liver, cirrhosis, sleep apnea, osteoarthritis, certain cancers, breast, colon, endometrial. Each extra kilogram of fat is like a ticking time bomb inside the body. It disrupts metabolism, causes silent inflammation, and while we may feel fine today, after 5 to 10 years diseases will surface. Common misconceptions about obesity. When talking with patients, I often encounter 3 major misconceptions. Being fat means being healthy. Being thin means weak. This was an old belief when food was scarce and plumpness meant prosperity. But in today's society, obesity equals higher disease risk. Obesity only comes from overeating. Not entirely. Besides diet, obesity is linked to genetics, hormones, age, stress, and sleep. Some eat little but still gain weight due to fat-storing metabolism. Just fasting will cure obesity. Sudden fasting causes water and muscle loss, but fat remains. Soon after, weight rebounds even higher. Treating obesity requires long-term lifestyle change, not crash diets. How does obesity affect the heart? A 55-year-old man came to me with shortness of breath, high blood pressure, and high cholesterol. His BMI was 32, obese. The scary part: visceral fat had thickened and hardened his blood vessels, raising stroke risk. Statistics show obese people are 2 to 3 times more likely to develop high blood pressure. The heart works harder to pump blood through a heavier body, eventually leading to heart failure. The link between obesity and diabetes. Obesity is the best friend of type 2 diabetes. Excess fat reduces insulin sensitivity, the hormone that stabilizes blood sugar. As a result, sugar remains in the blood, leading to chronic high blood glucose. A woman in her 40s once thought she was just inactive. But blood tests revealed elevated glucose, HbA1c above 7%. Only then did she realize obesity was the root of her diabetes. Obesity and fatty liver. The liver is like the body's chemical factory. When overloaded with fat, it develops fatty liver. At first, it's simple fatty liver, but it may progress to hepatitis, cirrhosis, even liver cancer. Many patients discover fatty liver by accident during ultrasound. They're shocked. "I don't drink alcohol much. How come my liver is fatty?" The culprit is obesity. Obesity and cancer, an unexpected connection. Global studies show obesity raises the risk of breast, colorectal, prostate, and endometrial cancers. The reason: excess fat produces hormones like estrogen and insulin, and causes chronic inflammation, a fertile ground for cancer cells. How does obesity affect mental health? Obesity isn't just a physical disease, it deeply impacts the mind. Obese people often feel self-conscious, avoid social contact, and suffer stress, falling into a cycle. Sadness, right pointing arrow, overeating, right pointing arrow, more weight, right pointing arrow, deeper sadness. I once treated a 25-year-old woman weighing 90 kilograms. She was depressed, avoided work, and feared ridicule. After losing 15 kilograms, her spirit transformed, and her smile returned. Why is obesity becoming more common? Modern society fuels the obesity storm: convenient foods, sweets, fast food, sugary drinks. Sedentary lifestyle, long hours sitting, glued to phones and computers. Lack of sleep, chronic stress disrupting hormones. In the past, obesity was mainly in middle age. Today, even children are obese, an alarming trend, as childhood obesity leads to early diabetes and heart disease. How to prevent and treat obesity. Treating obesity is not just about losing weight, but transforming lifestyle. Key principles: healthy diet, limit sugar, soda, fast food. Eat more vegetables, fruits, whole grains. Eat slowly, chew well, avoid eating while watching TV. Regular exercise, at least 30 minutes a day, walking, cycling, swimming. Older adults can walk briskly, practice Tai Chi, or yoga. Sleep and stress. Sleep deprivation raises hunger hormones, fueling weight gain. Health checkups. Detect complications early: diabetes, high blood pressure, fatty liver. Medical interventions. In special cases, medication or surgery may help, but only under a doctor's supervision. I want to tell you the story of Mr. Hua, 62 years old, from Hanoi. When he first came to see me, he weighed 85 kilograms, had a waist circumference of 100 centimeters, high blood pressure, and fatty liver. I advised him to change his lifestyle. After 1 year, he had reduced his weight to 72 kilograms, his blood pressure returned to normal, and his liver was almost healthy again. He shared, "In the past, I thought, at my age, what's the point of losing weight? But now I realize, losing weight isn't about looking good, it's about living healthy, and being happy with my children and grandchildren." In my more than 20 years of medical practice, I've often heard patients ask, "Doctor, why do I still gain weight even though I eat so little? That person eats a lot and stays skinny, but I diet constantly and still remain overweight?" This shows that obesity doesn't come only from eating habits, but is also linked to many unexpected causes. In today's video, I'd like to share with you 12 causes of obesity